All right, so it is Tuesday evening when I'm recording this. This will come out on Wednesday, and of course, if you've been following my channel, you follow Johnny's channel, the Carnivore Champion. You know that he's coming to town today. Or I should say Wednesday. He's coming Wednesday morning. He's coming into town, and we're gonna do some working out together, some sprints, that kind of stuff, and kind of some collaboration together. And then in the evening, Wednesday evening, we are doing a live stream. So again, this video will come out tomorrow morning, Wednesday. And so 8 p.m. Eastern is the live stream. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be live together in my studio here. I guess you could call it my studio in my house here in Virginia. And so I'm really looking forward to that. First of all, let's talk a little bit about today. I got back from vacation. I was gone 8 days or so on vacation for my anniversary. My wife and I have been married now for 28 years. And I got back, and Monday was kind of a get back into things. And then today, second day in a row with just one meal. And boy, I got to tell you, I really feasted today. I had just the one meal, but I had a pound of ground beef made into burger patties. So I had that. I had 2 quarter-pound Costco beef hot dogs. And I had about a half a pound of lobster, melted some butter, dipped that in the butter. Then I had, my fermented stuff that I use. I did a little bit of kefir, slight little bit of yogurt and cottage cheese, the Good Culture cottage cheese. So kind of had some ferments in there as well to help with my probiotics, gut microbe. So that was my meal. Pretty big meal there for me. But again, it was just one meal for the day. It's probably close to 2 pounds of meat with the seafood, with the lobster. So pretty big meal there. And, this is probably the one thing that is the most frustrating with carnivore, how easy it is to get stains on your clothing. I don't know if you can see it here, but there is a stain right here. There you go. You can kind of see it, right? That big stain there. So that happened from my meal earlier, and I'm going to have to fix this shirt, clean this shirt up. But anyway, so that's probably the most frustrating thing I think about carnivore is that, with a lot of saturated fat and stuff, in your burgers, steak, whatever it is, bacon, big one, right? You tend to get grease flying around, and that I don't know how many shirts I've gotten grease stains on. I feel like maybe I need to start wearing a bib or something. I don't know, like a little baby, because I'm always messing up my clothes. So we'll have to see. I'll have to fix the shirt. Hopefully I can. A lot of times I can clean it pretty good and get it out. But I've worn this shirt here for a couple hours since it happened. I didn't just clean it right away. So we'll see what happens with the shirt. It might be a goner. We'll see. But anyway, okay. So enough about today. So Wednesday morning. This is coming out Wednesday morning. When this video comes out, I will be at a doctor. I'm going to a new doctor, which I think is going to be really good. Something that I've talked a little bit about is in the past is the family doctor that I was seeing before was not very big on low carb eating and that kind of stuff, and more concerned about cholesterol and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to this doctor. I did check, and he said he has no problems with people doing low carb. I did see reviews. One person actually said that this doctor doesn't know anything about what he's talking about, because I can't remember what the particular problem was she had, but she said, this doctor told me I need to eat more meat. And because of that, she said, he has no clue what he's talking about and so forth. When in reality, she's the one that doesn't understand. Meat probably is a good thing in her case. I can't remember exactly what her problem was, but it might have been like diabetes or something like that even. I don't remember. But so that holds well to me, that this doctor is going to be very pro animal based and be pretty good about eating at least low carb carnivore diet. I pretty much do carnivore, but so this will be my first meeting with this doctor. And I know some people might say, well, what do you even need to go to a doctor for? Well, I still do take blood pressure medication, and believe it or not, I still don't feel like I am a healthy, fit person. I still have weight to lose. I have body fat to lose. The fat is the big thing, right? I've been working hard at learning more and more about visceral fat as well, which is the hidden fat that you can't see, and just belly fat and that, and the best things to do to get rid of it. And I'm making some changes kind of to what I do. My eating is pretty much the same, but I've added fermented foods. That kind of started when I had the issue with the antibiotic, but I'm continuing to do some fermented foods, and I'm going to concentrate more on my sleep. I don't think I'm getting enough sleep, so I think that's going to make a bit of a difference. And some, working out, whether it's heavy lifting or sprints or something like that. And that brings me back to Johnny, the Carnivore Champion, coming in on Wednesday. We're going to have the collaboration. Johnny's been doing sprints for a while now, and we're going to do some sprinting together. This is going to be my first time sprinting in years, so it'll be interesting. I expect that he's going to kick my butt in sprinting, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's something I want to start doing more of, is sprinting and doing some other high intensity type of workout stuff. So that's something that I think will help me for losing body fat, and particularly visceral fat. And I think this is going to be really a good start with the sprinting thing on Wednesday. With this video comes out same day. In the live stream Wednesday evening, we'll probably have at least a little bit of video to show you from earlier in the day when we do sprinting. So hopefully I don't fall on my face, but we'll see what happens. This is something that I'm going to be careful with. You can't just go out there and sprint. You need to kind of get warmed up and that kind of stuff. And my sprint is not going to be very fast. First time, it will not be very fast. It could take me weeks and weeks before I get going a little bit faster. And that's just the right way to do it, especially, my age, 51, maybe not the healthiest at this point, still have that visceral fat that I need to get rid of. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be a good start. It'll be October 1st. So it's like the start of a new month and kind of the start of my sprinting journey, I guess you could say, right? Okay. So anyway, enough talk about that. I'm back this week. I'm going to start working on some more videos. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, I have my videos come out basically around 10 a.m., usually Eastern time. And then Wednesday evenings, we had a live stream with Johnny and I, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central time. That's every Wednesday evening. We didn't have one last week. We were both out of town celebrating. We both had anniversaries. 28 years for me, Johnny and his wife, 32 years, like the day before my anniversary. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, we're back this, Wednesday, and should be pretty much every Wednesday. If there's ever a time, we'll let you know, but usually it's every Wednesday evening we'll be on live. And then I have the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning videos that come out as well. So hope to see you this evening, or Wednesday evening, whatever you want to say, 8 p.m. Eastern.